Hello and welcome. My name is Marc Blatstein, the physician founder of Physician Pre-Sentence Report Service. This is the second YouTube in how to earn your way towards freedom through the First Step Back and programming. You can get a maximum of 1 year off or 365 days off your sentence. Where we left off is that you've received from Amazon a journal that you're able to keep track of all the programs that you take. So how are you going to do this? We're going to start with First Step Back programming. You need to keep a running journal of everything that you do that's constructive. As you get a program recommended to you by your case manager, no matter what the program is, I don't care how smart you are, don't let the world know how smart you are. You could be a CEO of a bank, but if the case manager, who is a stakeholder, that they want to see that you have incremental improvements as you reduce your criminal tendencies, if they're going to give you a program that teaches how to balance your checkbook, be grateful and say thank you and take the program. And then as you go to these classes every day, when you're through that class, you want to write down the day, the date, the time, who taught the class, and then the topic of that particular class session on that day. The teacher, and if they did it, if they were clear, if something positive about the teacher that taught that particular class that day, comments about, what you learned or what was, what you thought were some constructive components of that particular class. At the end of the session, it could be several weeks, it could be several months. At the end of that, put down some comments directed at your case manager where you're thankful that, he or she recommended that class. They will read this eventually, and all of this goes to your release plan. Next, I've touched on it briefly on the website, other YouTubes. You want to have nonfiction books. How are you going to go ahead and show these incremental improvements? The only way I know is on your own, start reading nonfiction books. This is part of this habit that you're going to be building. And you want to have a structured schedule of 2 to 3 softback books coming into you every 2 to 3 weeks, spread out among family and friends. And then as you read these books, you're going to note down the day, date, time that you are reading each chapter, the author's name, the chapter, and what you learn from each chapter. This is all, it may seem tedious, but this is all going to go towards your release plan. And so as you finish each book, you want to give credit towards your case manager for inspiration. But the books can be on any topic. If you're not sure what you want to do, then go ahead and, give yourself a liberal type education, art history, science, painting, life skills, history of famous women, geology. It can be anything. If you're an artist, maybe it's going to be something that you want to get interested in, like painting or drawing. It doesn't really matter. It can be anything at all, but eventually you're going to be released from prison. That's going to happen. And so what are you going to do? You need to start thinking about another career. And this dovetails into this reentry release plan that at best was started before you had your pre-sentence interview. And so this is a very big deal. You're an educated guy, girl with you have a degree, you have experience, you had a business, great. Create a course and create a curriculum for others that you feel may be interested in. Create it, a curriculum. Maybe it's a couple days a week, runs for maybe a month or two or longer. Run it by your case manager and unit team. Let them take the credit, and you'll look better. It may help them, others in, that are other inmates there with you with their GED or who knows what. And it will, again, make your case manager unit team look good. And it will also help you in your reentry plan. Everything you're writing down, again, goes like it acts as insurance. You want to log every conversation you have with every BOP staff person, just in case, like insurance. You could have an innocent conversation with the case manager, unit team, and you'll never know when you need it. But if you are approached several months after that conversation and they bring up that conversation day and date, and they are looking for some information background from you, you can be out of luck unless you have something to refer to. Lastly, in this particular topic, for if you don't have it, you have your GED but not a college education, have your family look into the Department of Education Second Chance Pell Education grants. There are Pell grants that are now available starting July 1, 2023 through the Biden-Harris administration, and there are colleges and universities. You can go on my website to find them. Just when you go in, just in the search bar, look for Pell grants. But you want to check and just make sure that you can write to the universities and colleges to verify that the grants are, will be of help to you. I hope that you found these helpful, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to this YouTube. The next YouTube will follow, and this will be part 3 to follow.